It's day 12 of my isolated quarantine experience here in Sydney, Australia. There are many things that are outside of my control, and one of those things that I can control is my feeling of comfort. And when I think about comfort, I think about several things, and in particular, I think about cleanliness and ensuring that I'm able to sanitize for my sanity and ensure that I feel comfortable within the space that I'm provided. So I prepared in advance a whole range of things that will enable me to feel comfortable when it comes to cleanliness. So I'm going to talk you through each one of these in the hope that will also help you in your planning. Number one is disinfecting wipes. I am not a huge fan of anything single use, but when it comes to disinfecting, these are actually really fantastic. I've been through about half a packet already, and I use them on the plane to wipe down my seat and controls, as well as sanitized every surface when I first arrived in my quarantine allocated hotel. When it comes to soft furnishings and carpets, in particular, these disinfecting, deodorizing sprays are really good. They're actually the same brand. They're from Japan. They're based on science. I did quite a bit of research and also read reviews from other quarantine guests as to what they found helpful. And this I really like. The scent is not strong and it seems to be very effective. So I use it on all the soft furnishings, seats, cushions, carpets, all that kind of thing has been really great. Thieves Essential Oil is a blend from medieval times. It actually is amazing. I really love the smell of it. Some people don't like it, but I love it. And I use it in my incense burner, as well as I put a drop of it in hot water if I don't feel well, like a sore throat or whatever. It gets rid of pretty much anything. It's quite amazing stuff. Cloths I brought with me, so dishcloth, surface cloth, gloves, which I often forget to put on when I'm cleaning. Different types of products, so all eco-friendly. So this is a multi-purpose cleaner, which has been uber helpful. Extra dishwashing liquid, quite a lot of it, as you can see. Laundry wash I actually brought with me as well. I haven't done much laundry. I'm mainly sports gear because I didn't want to really have stinky sports clothes for 14 days. But laundry wash and this foldable, collapsible kind of hanging rack has been very helpful when I've done laundry to be able to dry things quite effectively inside the bathroom. Fruit is my number one go-to foods. I've had friends and family very kindly drop me off fruit, as well as actually some of these products, actually all of these products, which is very helpful. So fruit and veggie wash, even for organic fruit, is quite important. It always just takes off some nasties, which is helpful. I have this foldable silicone colander, so if anything that I'm washing or cleaning, I can actually put inside that, and obviously collapses down, so it's easy to travel with. Speaking of silicone, I also bought this silicone drying mat, which has been indispensable. Actually, it's probably the best thing that I bought, together with this dishwashing sponge device, again from Japan, which I just think is such a great design and invention. So dishwashing liquid goes into the handle, so it's already been refilled. This is the third time, I think, with a sponge, and it's very easy to use over the sink, and it dries pretty fast as well, so that's been fantastic. Tea towels, I brought a couple of them with me so that I have 3 throughout my stay. I find that pretty much everything, it's not once a week, you kind of need to, because things don't dry that well in air conditioning, as you might imagine. So tea towels are very helpful, obviously, to dry. If you have a silicone drying mat, you probably need less of those, which is quite important. One thing I wish I had brought that I forgot and didn't even think about was actually a water filter. So if I had, I would have reduced the amount of single-use plastic bottles that I've used. My friends have very kindly delivered me glass water bottles, and what I've done is, when they've got empty, is that I boiled the water and then refilled it to be able to use as my water source. But it really doesn't taste that great, so I have had to resort to some bottled water, especially for sparkling. So you can see there's quite a few things that I have thought through, but these are really, for me, the essential items that have made my stay so much more comfortable, and certainly have helped to safeguard my sanity when it comes to cleanliness. So I hope you found that helpful. These are just some of my tips on making sure that you feel comfortable also when you're in quarantine or even in lockdown, really. So best wishes, stay positive, test negative.